Okay, so we're just heading back now from the garage with the Zoomer, and I'm afraid it's not terribly good news. As you know, it went in for its MOT, or you'll know if you watched my last video, on Tuesday. This is now Friday, and they thought the MOT failed, and they thought it was the wheel bearings. But it's not the wheel bearings, it's more serious than that. The final drive spindle, or whatever you call it, is worn away and needs replaced, and the rear crankcase needs replaced as well. Now, Two Wheels are quoting me £1,000 for that. Parts £400, labour £600. Now, I'm certainly not paying £1,000 on this just now, particularly in light of coronavirus and job situations and all the rest. I mean, at the end of the day, the Zoomer is my wee bike, but it is a hobby. I don't need it, you know. It's not something I need in my daily life. If I don't have it, it's not a disaster, so I'm not going to spend £1,000. They're saying the labour is so much because you have to drop the engine out to get at the rear of the crankcase. Now, I'm not convinced about that, having watched one or two videos on YouTube, but what I'm going to do is obviously take the bike home now. Obviously I can't use it anymore, it's failed its MOT. What we'll do is we'll get it safely back in the garage. I mean, winter's coming anyway, so it's not a disaster. Probably put it on a Sorn if it's going to be off for a wee while, and then we'll go onto the internet and take some advice of the good people on the various Zoomer Facebook groups, and one or two people I've been lucky enough to meet while in the possession of this bike. I mean, I could just sell it on, of course, as a non-runner, or I could sell it to somebody who wants to drop the engine out and do a GY6 or something like that. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really want to. I like the wee bike, it's served me well for the last year and a half. All I need it for is pottering around the streets of Edinburgh, which it does fine. And also, if I do get rid of it, then I'm going to want something else, and that would probably be, obviously, more likely something above a 50cc. So you're then going into the whole business of, you know, your CBTs again. Whereas with this bike, I don't need to bother with that because I have an old car licence and I can ride this as it's a 50 on my car licence. So it's a bit of a dilemma. I mean, I could put it away for a couple of months, save up the grand, and just give the Two Wheels the money to do the job. That's not a problem, presuming, of course, my job doesn't go walkabout as many other people's are doing at the moment with this COVID situation. I don't know. It's a dilemma, but I think first of all, get it home, get it chained up safely off the road, and get some advice, because I mean, I'm you know, I know my way around the bike a bit, but engine work and gear work and that is a new one on me, and you know, I would approach that with caution. I actually due to the terminology he was using, I actually thought it was the main crankshaft that had gone, and then you really probably would be looking at saying cheerio, because that would be a bigger job. But it's not the crankshaft, it's the gear. It's the gear side of things, which I think makes it more fixable, and I just can't believe £600 is the cheapest that's going to cost. Now it may well be, and if it is, well, then I've got a decision to make, but we'll see. Anyway, what I'll do is when I get home, I'll show you the parts that I'm needing. I mean, the parts aren't cheap. You probably will spend 350, 400 quid on parts, maybe less, if you can shop around a bit. But it's not so much the parts I can get, that's no bother. It's more actually doing the job, and how, you know, what my competence of that is. And because obviously I do the job, I've then got to go back to the garage and get it MOT'd again, and hopefully it's going to pass. So that's it, folks. I'm just heading home now. I'm still on holiday this week, so that's been a bit of a bummer to the week. Back to work next week, but it looks like I'll be back on the bus, unless I feel particularly energetic and I can walk, but I don't usually feel that way at 5 o'clock in the morning. So looks like it's back on the bus to me for a while anyway, at least until we can see if there's a way of fixing this. So that's it. I'm not sure you want to stay stuck behind this van forever, so I'm just heading off home now. I just wanted to update you on where we were, so not very good news, I'm afraid. I shall be off the Zoomer for a few weeks at least, if not longer, maybe even permanently. I mean, if somebody was to offer me a price for it, I might look at it. I don't really want to, but I might. So that's the story, folks. Just to update you, we're heading down Easter Road now, just on the way home. So thanks very much for watching. I'll keep you updated with all the news and what I decide to do and how things go, and obviously if I do decide to take apart gearboxes and things, you'll get to see it, if only so I remember where all the bits go. And that's it. So all the best, guys. Best of luck with COVID and everything. Hope you're keeping safe, ride safe as always, and thanks as always for watching. Cheers now. I'll update you on the parts I need directly after this segment. Thanks now.
So just a quick follow-up as promised to show the parts that the garage is saying that are needed to get the Zuma back on the road and through its MOT. In the first one is the rear crankcase cover, which is that. And the other one is gear number 5 on that schematic, together with, you know, washers and bearings, whatever else that go with these you would need as well. So that's the parts that they're saying it's needed to stabilise the rear wheel and hopefully get the bike back on the road again. Whenever that's going to happen, we'll have to see.